Virginia.
Are you being serious right now?
Look, Virginia. I know you told me to quit calling you, but I've been drinking, and I kind of miss the sex.
You stupid son of a bitch. You really got drunk and thought it was a good idea to talk to me like a whore.
Whoa.
That takes nerve and some balls, Thomas.
Whoa, no, baby, no. I promise it's not like that. I definitely didn't mean it like that. I just felt like that you and me, I felt like we had a connection, like we bonded.
Well, I have had a bit to drink myself.
Perfect.
Okay, over, but bring condoms. I can't afford birth control right now. Don't ask.
Oh, honey, do you need money? Look, I'll take care of it, whatever it is you need. I've got it. I'll be right there. I'll see you soon. Mwah!
Okay, bye.
Don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone? 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun?
Yeah, his baby said that they don't got a future like that. It burns, so give him something worse to kill his head with, make him forget somehow. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Sorry's won't be enough this time. Yeah, he's calling all his friends to get some action and distract him right now. He's fine, got Lucy on the line, let's get this started. Where's the party tonight? I feel good, nothing weighs me down. I can't believe my luck right now. Red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone? Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart, it needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Ooh, who needs a job to pay the rent? Is busy. Gotta feel free sometimes, right? What doesn't make you will only make you stronger if you believe what they say. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone? Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart, it needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Just make it go away. Can't take another day. Yeah, his baby said that they don't got a future like that. It hurts, so give him something worse to pass the time. Don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone? Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart, it needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? Don't you wanna have some fun?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cheap Pops Radio. This is Thomas the Hitman Barnes coming at you live from the studio apartment in Tomball, Texas. I'm here with a $20 man.
About time Tom's gonna make a right decision, start out the year.
Yeah. We've also got my man from over here, Coast to Coast, who originally played the character Danny Dimebags. He's actually using his real name now. He feels comfortable with this, I think.
I'm feeling good.
Welcome to Cheap Pops Radio, Mr. Jerry Futch. And this is actually the first episode that we've recorded in 2021, and so much has changed from when we left last year. In November we did the election day episode. Where during the presidential race.
Unfortunately for $20 Man, he didn't win that one. We're still disputing the outcome of election to this day.
Well, that disputed election has caused so much drama past that actual election.
Oh, did.
You know what I mean? Like, when I was a kid, Reagan to Bush, Bush to Clinton, to whoever. There was always like, well, some people aren't happy with that person that gets elected. But now it's like radicalized heavily.
Well, the thing is, you got to be questioning them results. What you got to do is back, like around election year, you got to go back in July and you got to say, now, God, look. If $20 Man loses this thing, it's because of fraud. He ain't no other way that he losing this election, y'all. You laughing, but it's a great strategy, and $20 Man mad at that man for doing it because he should have done it. What you do is you just start stirring up doubt. You sow doubt in these redneck head, and it worked. And them good people, by the way, they're good people.
It's not terribly difficult to build doubt in the minds of people who still don't think that the South lost the Civil War. I mean, they're going to hang on to this forever.
Hey, hold them up. They lost.
Well, that seed of doubt, that you speak of, a lot of that comes from social media now, because people don't even read the articles. People just, they see that headline, they're like, I'm going to share this so all my friends know.
Yeah, better yet than that, you just get a meme on there. You just share that meme. You get Biden, Joe Biden on there, or Donald Trump. You just share that meme and it go out, and you don't even have to read nothing. It just say whatever it have to say on the meme.
Or Mr. Bernie Sanders from the actual presidential, the inauguration.
Yup.
I mean, Bernie Sanders was the very first hip icon in 2021.
He sure was. That man became pop cultures on us.
No, I mean, but that's the thing, about seed and doubt, and about social media, and especially when it comes to elections, you've got a lot of people that don't really know what they share, and then that gets viewed by someone else who's also not really paying attention, and they also just see a catchy headline, which is clickbait, and then they hit share. And now you've got something circulating that has never been true, but 50 to 60,000 people see it.
Yeah, and the best thing is, if it's news you don't like, you just got your own thing. You got Newsmax over there, you got OANs over there, you got Fox News. So you don't want to be hearing nothing negative on Orange Man. You just stick with that because that's the truth. And the same for them yellow belly hippies that just be over there with Bernie and AOC, and they got she hot as hell too. $20 Man bangers.
That's one thing I can say.
He love to stay on the bread line all day for that one, son. But anyway,
she's hot. She's smart, and I think that's the way the kind of world is heading right now. Is people from her generation that are like that. That are, I guess you would say, youthy, full of youth, that have a brain, that aren't afraid to kind of speak their mind. And while you don't always agree with them, you have to admire their ambition and the fact that they're trying.
I love millennials. Honestly, everyone shits on millennials, but I've loved millennials for a while. They're just, we've kind of been expected to go along with everything. Go ahead. This guy right here.
Who raised millennials? Who raised them?
That was actually when I said my generation.
Okay, then.
Well, yeah. You think so?
Yeah.
Is that who's pushing it? I don't know. I don't know anyone after
No,
Gen X.
actually, you know what happened?
Gen X is...
Yeah, this is an interesting subject. Then we'll go to break. But when you look at how it breaks down, my parents, they're from the 60s, right? They were doing, smoking a lot of weed, going to Woodstock, listening to, Bob Dylan, you know what I mean, CCR, and, they were all about that free love, and so they all go to this festival, 60,000 deep, smoke a lot of pot, drink a lot of beer, and have a lot of bad sex with people that they don't really know. Oh. And so now, all of a sudden, a year later, you got all these kids that don't really have a dad. They don't really have, a stable home life because their mom's a hippie and just trying to, you know, and their dad's a hippie, and they're all just trying to practice free love. And so then we go and have kids, and since our parents were kind of free love and sketchy-ish, we end up becoming sketchy-ish in a whole different way.
Yep, sure is.
Because while we were being like our parents and kind of drinking a lot and partying, like our kids are like, well, we don't want to be like that, so we're going to get healthy, and we're going to eat salads, and we're going to discover gluten, and we're going to stop it.
And we're going to be canceling every goddamn thing. And the anything,
Every day.
And one more thing to add. Shit, $20 man don't have nothing to add. That was perfect.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back here on Cheap Pops Radio, sponsored by JMT Shirts and Cartoon U.
It's your boy, $20 man, repping Jamie Martinez's hottest merch table in the game.
Whoa. It's Jaime Martinez.
And shut up, Thomas Bond. Let $20 man do this commercial the right way. Look, hottest merch table got the largest inventory of shirts in WWF, ECW, WCW, Mexico, and even Japan. Give them a follow on Instagram at hottest merch table in the game. Or on Facebook, just plain old Jamie Martinez.
What a shirt.
I can't stop telling lies to me, myself, and I. No matter how I try to medicate or meditate, the truth will always die. A loaded gun, a setting sun. Yeah, my daddy was the same. I wouldn't take a lucky break if you rubbed it in my face. Go away. Liar, liar, pants on fire. If you ever need a friend, just call me and I'll pretend. I will tell you what you wanna hear. You're beautiful, I believe in you. Whisper in your ear. A loaded gun, a setting sun. Yeah, my daddy was the same. I wouldn't take a lucky break if you rubbed it in my face. I walk away. Liar, liar, pants on fire. A loaded gun, a setting sun. Yeah, my daddy was the same. I wouldn't take a lucky break if you rubbed it in my face. I run away. I'm a liar, pants on fire. 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 I'm a liar, pants on fire.
Welcome back to Cheap Pop Radio. This $20 man, and actually he gonna bring this out in the open. Thomas Vaughn, he gotta correct you. We gotta do something here.
That's my part. I'm the one that's supposed to do the opening.
It sure is, but when we got important matter in here, $20 man just have to take over, because eventually he gonna take over a whole operation. And what we got, speaking of operations, we need to really think about this. We get new people in here that have no clue what they doing. And $20 man, look, Jeremy, the thing is, Jeremy, look, $20 man, he usually standoffish. He don't really get close. He got to scoot his chair away from you, actually, because you knew And the thing is, we don't really like, having new folk in here because they kind of gel. $20 Man be interviewing people the right way. And you just don't got that mojo that Thomas Bond, $20 Man have. We need less people in here, Thomas Bond.
Let's be real. His name is Jerry Futch.
That's what $20 Man just said. Good Lord. But that's the problem.
You're just terrible.
See, there we go, right there. That's the kind of disrespect that $20 Man talking about. This is disaster, and this is the thing. This is a generational thing we is talking about, and we talking about free love and your parent. They be smoking that. They be hitting that 1955 a little too hard, and they just bang whoever. And then here we go. Fast forward 40, 50 years later. And now they went from the free love generation to free hate generation. They making America great again. What happened? They went from full scale, just do whatever you like, to ain't nobody coming up from my country to do that.
There's this huge disconnect now, and it's becoming more almost barbaric, to be honest. Mm-hmm. Whereas before, sure, you would have people that would have arguments about politics. And sure, you would have people that would get into fistfights over politics. But it's turned into where, as in before, in earlier generations, it was okay to talk about it. It was okay for us to have that kind of argument. But nowadays, it's turned into, well, if you don't think this certain way, you shouldn't have a job doing this. You shouldn't have a job at all. You should be canceled. You should be nobody. You know what I mean? And so at some point, we lost that disconnect to what makes us human.
No, you sure right about that one. It's just they be arguing with everybody on everything nowadays. It ain't nothing safe no more, son.
And what gets me is, when you hear some of the people that are kind of on the left side of the discussion, they don't even get it. Like when someone on the right hand of the discussion is kind of like, well, should we be giving these people free money? Shouldn't they be working for it? Because no one's ever given America money like that before. It's unprecedented, really.
Yeah, it sure is.
And that brings up a lot of those arguments are like, well, if these people can get unemployment and make more from that than going to work, what are they going to choose to do?
Well, that's the problem. You should be making they employments match they salaries. So for $20 Man, he'd be making $20 a booking. Y'all listening? But you gotta match that. So you just whatever bookings he get average.
Who are these people? Who are these people that are paying for your company? I would pay to have a lawyer draw up a restraining order to keep you away from me.
Look, you going off on the wrong foot fast. Mid, south, look it up. Now, shut up.
See, this is the perfect example now. You're canceling Jerry because he disagrees with you. It's just like the left would cancel someone on the right because they just don't understand how someone in the right would consider that an option.
Son, it's a teaching opportunity. It's for them to reflect on what they did wrong, son. You got it all wrong, man. We need to be wrecking more lives. Shit.
I think... But I do think it's a big cultural thing. I think that you have this whole class of handsy racist uncles that smell bad who are just telling everybody else that their opinions are stupid because they've been so coddled their whole lives. Your whole generation, y'all grew up on hard candies and going to talkies, and you got really coddled.
Oh, $20 Man, remember first time. Let's see, Jack Singer, that man, we can't be talking about $20 almost canceled himself because that man put shoe polish on face to look black. So we're not going to talk about that. We're going to change subject. We're going to change, but that's a talkie.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back here on Cheap Pops Radio, sponsored by JMT Shirts and Cartoon U.
This is your favorite artist, Ryan Shaw with Cartoon U. Check out my website, cartoon-u.com, your place for custom art, fan art, wrestling art, and logo designs. Use promo code CHEAPPOPS19 for a 15% off your order. And give me a follow on Instagram at Cartoon Ryan.
where a black cat crossed my trail. Bad news and high heels made me go off the rails. But one look at her, she's oh so fine. I know I've got to make her mine. She's just my kind, can't get her off my mind. She's my kind of woman, I need her so. Yeah, my kind of woman, I can't let her go. 5 feet of dynamite will keep me dancing through the night. You know, a black cat got nothing on a lucky man. Saturday night. Saturday night. New shirt, new shoes, no room for oversight. Well, I'll be cooler than James Dean, and she'll be hotter than Marilyn. When there's electric in the air, you better be prepared. She's my kind of woman, I need her so. Yeah, my kind of woman, I can't let her go. 5 feet of dynamite will keep me dancing through the night. You know, a black cat got nothing on a lucky man. Yeah, a black cat got nothing on a lucky man.
Welcome back to Cheap Pops Radio. This is Jerry Futch, and I need to talk about the most canceled person of 2021. I don't want to say the most canceled woman because I don't want to get canceled. Gina Carano. Gina Carano from The Mandalorian. Can you believe this? She all right, so she made some off the cuff, like really didn't hit the mark, kind of hyperbolic comments about what was it? It was
Her thing.
She compared.
She made a comparison to you know, Holocaust survivors to being what Republicans are today.
Who, let's just point out, they were a racial minority at the time. We're not talking about a minority getting picked.
Well, also she done Gina Carano. Look, $20 man have a fondness for you. You hot as hell.
She's
But,
beautiful.
yeah.
She's
But
gorgeous.
look, let's let guy.
I'm in love with her.
Gone bys be gone bys, and we're gonna go ahead. What else she did was she had picture of Holocaust victim running half naked with Germans chasing them. Kind of like, oh, lady, if you know you be working for Disney, which they got lots of feeling over there. Everybody represented with Disney, you know, they got that. You just, if you know, you know. Keep your mouth shut.
You know, everybody's got a lot of feeling.
Right.
And the way she said it, and even the way that it was kind of worded, was how, you know, Nazism started, was that you would round up the neighbors that were not, you know, didn't have the same viewpoint or, you know, ideals or gender, which is what she's comparing the, you know, the kind of social media lynch mobs, which actually ended up getting her fired.
Yeah, it's a real thing. It's
Right.
a real thing, son. Like, we trying to work on canceling Jeremy over here, and it gonna happen eventually. But no, that's what you gotta do. You gotta use what technology you have. Like when they had written hieroglyphic, $20 man. Remember, they was using picture to communicate, and $20 man was sitting there with Ramsey. And we was laughing our ass off in the courtyard. It was crazy. And then Joseph came in, hey, check out the coat, dog. And we was like, damn, right there now, eyeball, crow, hook bar. We just putting all these symbols down. It's crazy.
Man, you know, speaking about getting canceled, you know, something that kind of hits a little bit of home for us, you know, the sports are, you know, our hometown Houston Texans quarterback, Deshaun Watson, is now being accused by, in just a matter of 4 to 5 days, 22 women.
Yeah, that man.
for sexual assault or abuse.
Well, I mean, you gotta say, why come they not go? Why come policemen not involved in this? If they was that many sexual assault, why is they only going after monies and not criminals?
Yeah, and honestly, the Houston Police Department already denied any that this has even been reported. Like they denied Busby's whole claim.
But you know what though, and speaking on that, and like these kind of things, like with what happened in wrestling a few months ago, with the speaking out, the common theme among speaking out and among this thing with Deshaun Watson and all these kinds of cases is there's rarely ever any real legal ramifications. You go back to the beginning of the Me Too movement and Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey has been blackballed by Hollywood, by the entertainment industry, never caught a case.
Never. And it just go to show internet just gone wild with the lynch mob. This $20 man said in a few episodes back last year, culture cancel been around forever. Look at Romania. We was running
The
14
Blair Witch Trials.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's what $20 man saying. We back in Romania. We was at the castle.
Not Blair Witch, I mean Salem. Salem Witch
Yeah,
Trials. Sorry.
Yeah, that was a rough time. Look,
Sorry.
There was a trial for that.
no, there was actually a trial, and the thing is, they was canceling them hoes left and right. $20 man was at the Stone Mill with Mr. Baker, and Mr. Baker was like, look, they gonna get Agnes Blackwell on witching charges, and we gonna cancel that. So what they do, get print and press out, and then cancel
Man,
it to
hold
the
on.
newspaper.
You really have to tolerate this.
You're saying you were in Salem.
What?
During the Salem Witch Trials?
You got a problem with $20 man exploits throughout life?
Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back here on Cheap Pops Radio, sponsored by JMT Shirts and Cartoon U.
There's a party downtown, someone said that you're coming by. Let me know when you're here, meet me up for a smoke outside. I regret what I said, didn't mean it. Yeah, believe me, I guess I'll take it back. There's a party downtown, someone said that you're coming by. I know that summer was a big mistake. I just hope that we're still okay. You always pick me up and let me down. We're spinning around, losing our minds. Damned if we do, damned if we don't, damned if we give in to what we want. And I always pick you up and let you down. We're spinning around, losing our minds. Damned if we do, damned if we don't, damned if we give in to what we want, to what we want. There's a party downtown, we are drunk and the music's loud. I forget that we're done, that you're back with your girlfriend now. For a minute, I'm back where we started. In that hallway, we couldn't keep our hands away from each other. Did you ever tell her? I have to sleep in the bed I made. I don't sleep much at all these days. 'Cause you always pick me up and let me down. We're spinning around, losing our minds. Damned if we do, damned if we don't, damned if we give in to what we want. And I always pick you up and let you down. We're spinning around, losing our minds. Damned if we do, damned if we don't, damned if we give in to what we want, to what we want.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cheap Pops Radio's Thomas the Hitman Bars here with Jerry Futch
Yo.
and the $20 man. And, you know, going back to, Deshaun Watson, what makes his case a little bit more ironic is he's kind of one of those, these kind of entitled athletes. I really don't want to say entitled because I'm sure to them, there's a feeling nobody wants to lose.
Yeah,
Everybody wants to get paid, but nobody wants to lose.
And you don't want to be bottom of barrel with marketing issue. You get a contract. It's just you want to be top of game, so you be more like LeBron. And then see the thing is they got besides contract, they got endorsement. The $20 man still waiting for Hormel endorsement coming soon. We see Wolf Brand chilies, all that stuff. But anyway, that's beside point. The thing is they're trying to be top dog, so people like Thomas Barn over here, pathetic ass. They be like trying to figure out how to make it next week after week. These fools making millions, but people don't understand. $2 million to them is like 200 to us. So when they be asking for 20 million more, it's like they economy is more built up than they debt ratio in the hundreds of thousands. Your shit in 5,000, you panicking over here. Oh, Thomas Bond's gonna pay his bill. Oh, Thomas Bond need to ref like 50 more matches to make ends meet this year and all that shit. So these rich assholes, they on a whole nother playing field, and y'all just hate them.
The thing with and you look at the situation, Deshaun Watson, he wanted out. James Harden wanted out of the Houston Rockets. Yeah. And you look at J.J. Watt. The difference, I believe, because J.J. Watt had the same problem. Yeah. He wanted to be gone.
Right.
He wanted to find a place where he can win. And you look at how the situations, how they played out. J.J. Watt never went in public.
Never.
And he never was like, dude, I'm out of here. I want out of here. I want a ring. But J.J. Watt went, talked to him, got himself out.
But it doesn't seem like if you really look at the situation, most of this is being pushed by all kinds of rumor. Just these echo chambers in the internet and Sports Illustrated. I don't know that Deshaun Watson has really said that much about actually being wanting to be out. He took the Texans logo, I think, off his Instagram account.
He does the vague book kind of thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he doesn't openly say like,
See, Jerry don't be reading up on his news. That's the problem. We need somebody to have their own name and then put it out there and put their own name to repost news.
I just don't think I'm reading from the same 4chan page that you are.
No,
or is it 8chan?
No, what you do is you just repost everything. Have no creativity. But anyway, that's beside.
But they call yourself a news source.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Public figures. But anyway,
you're reading the coloring book of the internet. You're reading the stupidest places.
Oh, okay. Tell
your
mama how stupid it was last night. Tell your mama how stupid it was last night. She was saying all that last night. Anyway, but shit, we going all over the place on this. I just hate this. Hey, Barnes. One thing, $20 man will say, J.J. Watt handled himself the way athlete is supposed to handle themselves.
Yeah.
Don't say shit. Just get it done behind scene. Get your way every time.
Yeah, and you got Deshaun Watson signed his contract, I want to say last September.
Yeah, I think it was September.
And then he already wants out like a few months later. Like, that's not how it works. Like, you see that in WWE now, like Andrade.
Androgynous, just that man.
Not Andrade.
That man.
You're a lost cause. But these athletes have got to where it's just like they feel like they can say, look, I'm done. I'm out of here. But once you sign a contract like that worth a lot of money with a conglomerate like the National Football League or World Wrestling Entertainment, you can't just say, F you, I'm out.
No.
But let's be fair about this. Teams don't have any loyalty either. We're expecting a whole bunch of loyalty to a team. They'll hire a guy and then shit can him in the middle of the season like routinely, and we don't bat an eyelash. We're just like, well, it was a business decision.
But those guys that get shuffled out still get paid.
Right.
Because they get guaranteed money.
Yeah, and the team still gets conditional picks. The team gets more cap space. They're able to go to some guys who just got released or whatever. I mean, everybody's winning in both situations.
All right, shut up. So anyway, so what we gonna do? Vance McMahon still wearing diapers in gorilla position.
I actually thought that that was a very valid point.
No, it was. That's why $20 Man showed him to shut up because he need a job. Shut up, son. He gonna get fired.
Speaking about diapers, let's talk about the news that back to the Donald Trump era. Like January 6th, probably the biggest newsworthy moment of 2021 with the Capitol riots.
And y'all need to leave them people alone. That was Antifa this whole time. $20 Man, you laughing, but that was Antifa. They disguised themselves as Trump support. They planned this whole thing. So this is how they did it. They had Trump. They misread Trump tweet. He said it's gonna be wild. Get that January 6th. It's gonna be wild. Join us. They blocked everybody off going through Virginias and Marylands, and they told them, "Nah, we got this." And they disguised themselves as Trump supporters, Antifa all the way. Good people wouldn't do this kind of thing, because otherwise we get mad more at Target getting burned down and Capitol getting window broken.
What's crazy about as time's gone by, as we're kind of getting over, this incident as a country, how many guys who were in that crowd that were cops?
Oh, yeah.
Who were in the military.
Yeah.
There was one, I want to say he was a colonel. Like, he actually came to the Capitol brandishing, what do you call those?
Zip ties.
Zip ties, yes.
Zip tie.
And a dude and his mom. A separate dude and his mom brought zip ties.
Antifa. They was hardcore.
That was that Antifa mama?
Antifa, all the way. Girl got her head blasted off trying to climb through window. Antifa. She wore a Q shirt.
She was a well-known QAnon contributor.
Yeah, exactly. Antifa contributor. That's what he just said.
That QAnon stuff is so crazy because these people tell these wild, crazy stories, and then from those wild, crazy stories, they actually after the actual riot, there was the story that on March 6th would be the day, or I think it was Inauguration Day, where Donald Trump was just supposed to show up to the military.
March 4th. Now it's the 20th.
March 4th. Now it's the 20th.
Oh, shit, $20 Man got to check watch to make sure. Oh, it's the day after. Nothing happened March 20th.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back here on Cheap Bob's Radio.
It's your boy, $20 Man, repping Jamie Martinez's hottest merch table in the game.
Whoa. It's Jaime Martinez.
And shut up, Thomas Ball. Let $20 Man do this commercial the right way. Look, hottest merch table got the largest inventory of shirts, WWF, ECW, WCW, Mexico, and even Japan. Give them a follow on Instagram at hottest merch table in the game. On Facebook, just plain old Jamie Martinez.
What a shirt!
Man, I always had stories about the city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. 'Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat races, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5 after with the simple life. Yeah, I ain't here to try to change your mind, trying to save your time. In case you're thinking about breaking out the bucket list, girl, you can skip this funny business. 'Cause 'Cause up there it's complicated and overrated. Down here everything is understated. That's alright by me. I got everything that I need, but there is breakneck, paycheck, rat race. What's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. All my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Yeah, you can keep your 9 to 5, 'cause I'm happy with the simple life. Tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knew my name, and all my friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, you can keep your 9 to 5, 'cause I'm happy with the simple life. Oh Lord, you can keep your 9 to 5.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Cheap Pop Radio. That's $20 Man. He got to correct Thomas Vaughn and Jeremy over here because, look, the thing is, it's March 20th. March 20th was supposed to be end-all, be-all day, get Trump back in office. And y'all laughing about these Q people, but the thing is, do your own research. $20 Man tell you to research all the time. Don't worry about where you get that news from or where you get that meme from. Just do your own research.
And that's the difference when you look at the people causing these crimes. And I'm going to say crimes because I believe it's there. I believe both sides are guilty in a sense. You know, because just like, you know, them storming the Capitol was a crime. When, you know, like apartment stores get trashed and that kind of stuff. Like when that local Target goes up in
That
flames,
got $20
that's a
Man
crime.
mad. Capitol
That's a
riot, don't
crime.
get $20 Man mad. That's okay. But a Target burning down Minneapolis, $20 Man going to lose his shit. Because that's more important than Capitol Hill where we make law. Shit.
That's what it's come down to. You look at the one side, they never do research. And then you have these crazy ass white people.
Yeah, that's
And they do their research, but they research like the stupidest fucking thing.
Oh yeah, the funny papers. Really, there's
Like,
some.
and they believe it.
Right.
It's caucastic. It's holistic. To these
These
people.
white people generally been crazy since the existence of time. More death, more destruction under white people. Sorry, y'all white as hell. $20 Man ain't white. He's some kind of entity we haven't figured out yet. But anyway, so yeah, that's the thing is just white people. Y'all crazy motherfucker. Y'all feel like you losing grip of shit.
And, you know, there's a lot to be said about that because
It's
when you
true.
go back to like school shootings, it's almost always white kids.
Oh,
He
yeah.
have a bad
Yeah.
day.
You have a bad. In Atlanta,
Austin Bomber 2 years ago, that little white boy, he misunderstood. He's been going through a lot, and then black man beat up an old lady. He's a thug that needs to be taken off the streets.
That's what it amounts to. And
sure
it's
is.
always, and you even go back to those earlier eras, like on the West Coast and these prolific serial killers. You know, those are almost always white people. Son of Sam,
Almost. Yeah.
white dude.
Yep. Gary Ridgway.
Ted Bundy.
Oh yeah, Ridgeway.
BTK.
Wait, who's that dude in Milwaukee?
Jeffrey
Dahmer.
Jimmy Dahmer. That,
I mean, these are
that
all
man,
just
yeah.
like white people wilding.
Most of them white people. Now, Thomas Bond don't know his shit. Look up Samuel Little, most prolific serial killer ever in history of America, just died recently, black man. And this man
I did not know
drew,
that.
this man drew, look up Samuel Little, crazy ass, look up his FBI interview in prison cell. This man drew sketch of every single woman he killed 90-something women's. Black man, so take that, whitey. Y'all ain't great at everything.
That's crazy because you know usually it's these I think we talked about our coast to coast before is these super Kyles. And I think January 6th that the Capitol.
The incels.
We had some Super Kyles and we had
They
some
had their
Super
mamas
Karens.
dropping them off the Capitol for riot. Like they go in the mall, Willowbrook's Mall, back in 1995.
Man, that's a legit story. Speaking of Willowbrook Mall, we're getting ready to close it off here on Cheap Hops Radio. I actually, the other night, it was Friday, I woke up a little bit early and I went to Gringo's. I got there about 11, right? I had a couple margaritas.
Where's $20 man invite?
Yeah, well, I didn't plan on anything, right? I had a couple margaritas. And I was accidentally on a bender. Like I was just totally crazy. Like I was just like,
Thomas Bond's gonna close down the suburban nightclub.
Yeah, and like it was totally accidentally. And you know how I get when I'm on a bender, right? I'm doing popping these margaritas. I'm smoking my vapes. I'm smoking the 1955s. And all of a sudden, my DMs start popping off.
This is why you like a son to $20
Yeah,
sometimes.
that's when my DMs start popping off. And you know how it be, like when you're on one of those benders and your DMs start popping off. Next thing you know, this very first girl that took my virginity, like many years ago in school, was all of a sudden in my DMs.
Man.
But next thing you know, 30 minutes she was over here. We hung out. We had some beers. It was a good time.
But then,
right, nothing, because she's like, oh, I don't do that after the first time. And I'm like, so the fucking whole 10 years before means nothing?
Oh, that's a good point. What's the statute on that?
Yeah, okay. These chicks be wilder, right?
they show dude $20 man. He's still getting telegram coming in the mobile home, and they hitting him up. He get on that last clip. Y'all laughing, but that shit's still valid nowadays. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, thank you for checking out Cheap Hops Radio on Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Podbean, YouTube.
Hey, and last message. Hey, fuck you, Jeremy. Fuck you very much.
Nice. His name's Jerry.
I get to it first, I got you mad. I guess that when I get to it last. Get it, then I'm never going back. Get it, then I'm never going back. I get to it first, I got you mad. I guess that when I get to it last. Get it, then I'm never going back. Get it, then I'm never going back. Going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up. Get it, then I'm never going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up. Get it, then I'm never going. I get to it off the runway. Different incomes, not one way. Living life on a one way. I knew this would happen someday. You can ask my day one day. Cloudy days turn to sun rays. Only way to way up way. Know my way, know my feng shui. I get to it first, I got you mad. I guess that when I get to it last. Get it, then I'm never going back. Get it, then I'm never going back. I get to it first, I got you mad. I guess that when I get to it last. Get it, then I'm never going back. Get it, then I'm never going back. Going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up. Get it, then I'm never going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up. Get it, then I'm never going. Different summer, different car keys. I'm the life of the party. Might buy a bike like a Harley. Totally do so gnarly. God got me, can't harm me. I got armor and an army. Battle scars, battle smartly. Just forever like a Sharpie. I get to it first, I got you mad. I guess that when I get to it last. Get it, that I'm never going back. Get it, that I'm never going back. I get to it first, I got you mad. I guess that when I get to it last. Get it, that I'm never going back. Get it, that I'm never going back. Going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up. Get it, that I'm never going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up. Get it, that I'm never going. Get it, that I'm never going. Get it, that I'm never going. Get it, that I'm never going.
and gentlemen, thank you for listening to Cheap Pops Radio, sponsored by JMT Shirts and Cartoon U. Be sure to follow us on all social media platforms at Cheap Pops Radio, and you can reach us at cheappopsradio@gmail.com for anything you'd like to know about Cheap Pops Radio and Cheap Pops Coast to Coast. Man, it's $20 man. It's like, lately you just seem like you're not yourself. Like, I mean, you've been a big help to me when I was having, female problems and stuff. But what's going on with you, man?
$20 man be going through shit, son.
Wait, excuse me. Sorry.
When the man feel you on that one. But no, the thing about it is, Thomas Boy, he be going through shit on his lifetime right now. He gotta, you don't know how to explain, but he hurt. He's so hurt right now.
Hurt? Like really hurt?
He hurting for a squirting. No. He hurting just right now. You don't mean it like that. I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. I focus on the pain, the only thing that's real. The needle tears a hole, that old familiar sting. Try to kill it all away, but I remember things. What have I become?
My sweetest friend.
Everyone I know goes away in the end.
See, I had to save me 20.
And I could have it all. My empire of dirt, and I will let you down, and I will make you hurt, Thomas Barn. Wait, Thomas Barn, $20 man had a serious moment. You fucked it all up because he was really serious at that time.
Bro, I had to save you with the chorus. You
No,
the chorus.
no, it didn't matter about the core because $20 man going through shit. I know.
Okay.
You don't understand.
Okay, stop. Collaborate.
And listen.
Back.
With a brand new fucking edition, let $20 man grab your hand